can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just a stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on a data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, here's Luck. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Matthias Farley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Mayfield to throw it. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
Still
holding.
first down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They go play action here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Certainly not what this offense wants to see. Andrew Luck down and appears to be in some pain. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, here's Brissett. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down throw for Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second down throw for Brissett. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it with Mack. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Throwing, Mayfield, and complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. At the end of 1, the Jaguars have the early lead here. More from Jacksonville after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Play fake. Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Cut!
Throwing, Brissett. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Brissett now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Matt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. From the red zone now, Brissett. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Man 38.
Now we're carrying from Matt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 1.
To throw, Brissett. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Sharp's got it, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards. Yeah.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, Mayfield. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. Yeah, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. final play of the half. Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. To throw is Brissett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go! 3-19!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Set! Green, 39!
Now whistles
Green,
here,
39!
and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And
Still 2nd down.
oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go now! Blue, 90!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
All right, here we go.
Mayfield down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who says signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gets around him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, here's Brissett. He finds an opening past the 40. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Flex round! Flex round!
On third down, Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set! Green, 39!
On third down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
No problem there on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brissett toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38!
Here's Matt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll give it to him up the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Ebron caught left side.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Brissett on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Brissett now on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Kirksey in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Set, 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles, we saw a